Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I got a pretty exciting video for you guys. Well, for me anyway. I don't know about you guys, but got some Aldan American coilovers, and I'll be walking you guys through the process of installing them. Alright, so first things first, got my Monster. This is probably the best flavor they have, honestly. First here, I'm gonna take off my caliper and then my rotor, just because it's a little bit easier to get this stuff out of the way. And then it'll give me an opportunity to check everything, make sure everything's good on these big brake kit here. I'm gonna actually take this lower strut bolt out. I've already loosened it up, but it's a 24 millimeter. So this is the bolt I'm talking about. It goes to the bottom of the strut. And the Aldan coilovers actually reuse this, so don't get rid of this. See, I'll show you here. So just pop right through the bottom of the coilover here, so don't throw this away. So this little end link bolt here is being a pain in the butt. I don't know what to do with it now. So I'm just gonna keep going. Bolt off for the upper control arm. So basically now I'm just loosening these, then I'll have to go up top. Well, you can kind of get them from down below here, but I do like going from the hood down with the long extension and just loosening the top hat bolts here. So I actually moved you guys closer here so you can see where my socket is going from up here. And you won't be needing these because the coilover kit already comes with new hardware, so you can either just hold on to them for spares or whatever you want to do. All right, so it's time to take this bad boy out. All right, so now that I got the factory strut out, just wanted to show you guys real quick the difference between this and a coilover. So here's the factory strut here. As you can tell, my cut springs kind of did a number on this top pad here. It's kind of rough, but yeah. And then here's the new coilover. So it's quite a big difference here. And like I said, these are maxed out to their lowest setting, so I might have to raise them up a bit, but yeah, they should look real good inside there. And these are double adjustable, like I was saying, so you got the thing here and then you can adjust the dampening. And with this factory shock here, you just don't get anything besides a cut spring, so it's gonna be a huge improvement over this bouncy thing. No, I'm kidding, somebody wants those. I was saying I'm only doing the upper control arm because it's kind of like a preventive maintenance thing, because I'll show you guys here. See how cracked these bushings are? It's just all sorts of sloppy. And then here's the new one. This is a Moog brand. I've heard good and bad things about it, but I just took my chances on it. I've heard a lot of good things more than bad things, but yeah, these were due for replacement. I just gave up.
You gave up on it?
Yeah.
It's still in there?
So before I throw these on, actually, I just realized I can't ride max low anyway because the lower control arm touches these. So I'm gonna raise it up like maybe an inch, inch and a half, and then see what it looks like from there. All right, so that's 3 turns. Might have to just do this for now, and then once I get it on there, adjust it some more. So this is all the hardware you need to get it bolted on. All right, so this little piece here will be getting mounted under here like this, and then they got this like cover here that goes up top here. So this will go like that. It's kind of like a little cover piece. So I'll actually raise you guys up here so I can show you what I'm doing up there. All right, so this part's pretty self-explanatory. So they provide these bolts here, and then you just slide them on through. Just like that. I'll show you guys. Like I was saying, it's just kind of like a little, come on, focus. There we go. It's kind of like a little cover piece for the coilovers. I kind of dig it. Bring you guys back facing this way because the coilover actually needs to be mounted to this before you put it up in there. So you just feed this bolt through, throw a washer on this side, and then they got this nut here. So I'll just loosely put it, well, I guess you can't tighten it with your hands anyway, but just loosely put it on there, and then this whole piece will go in as one unit. All right, so it's finally starting to look like a full coilover shock assembly here. I don't remember if I recorded that part, putting these little nuts up here, but you just gotta push down on the top here, push up on the lower control arm to like keep it up in there, then you can like just do it all by hand. Just hand tighten them for now, then we'll come back and tighten everything up after we get the lower in here. So like I said, you will be reusing the lower control arm bolts, so don't get rid of these. And I'll actually do that right now. Don't really have a good camera angle with this tripod, but I'll try my best. And so with these, they come with these thick washers, so this will go on either side of the lower portion of the coilover here. So it'll go on each side of that bushing there, because there's a little gap between the control arm here down here. So pretty dumb mistake on my part. So I'll show you. So unfortunately you can't drive these just slammed all the way down because there's not enough room from the bottom of this nut here where the lower hole is, that hole. So you need at least, you probably need a little bit more than this. I started pre-setting this one. I'm trying to get it similar to the factory one so I have enough room. You don't need all of this room. I don't know, maybe a few more turns. Yeah, because this nut here touches the lower control arm here, so I was hoping I could just ride this thing slammed to the ground, but that's not possible. So basically you gotta raise it enough so this nut clears the lower control arm here. So that means I gotta take this bad boy out because it'll be easy. I've been trying to turn it with it inside the car, but since this isn't clearing the control arm, it's way harder to do. So I'm gonna just take the whole coilover back out and preset it before I put it in. Getting old. All right, so that should be enough. So I got a little bit of space here now. So this nut used to be all the way to the bottom here. I might have enough room now for this bolt hole to reach the lower control arm bolt hole. So let's try it. All right, so like I was saying here, you want to make sure this nut clears the lower control arm here. So because if that does not clear it, this won't fit in here. So I was hoping I could just slam it, but it is what it is. Could probably still ride lower than what I'm currently or was riding at, but I won't be able to go to the end of the threads here, which is fine. There's still a pretty amazing looking coilover, and the new upper control arm looking good in here. So yeah, now just gotta tighten up this lower bolt, all these bolts, and then this top shock mount bolt here. Because if you don't do this in the beginning, you're just wasting a bunch of time. Like, I could have probably had this in probably 45 minutes or 30 minutes ago, but I had to take it back out, bring this up, and then yeah, but we got her in. Oh, and down here, these are these, I don't know if you can see them, but it's two little black spacers that go on each side of the lower portion here, because it's not wide enough, or there'll be a big gap between here. It's a super tight fitment, so, which is good, so it won't be moving around on you. It's pretty solid in there now, so just need to tighten everything up and move on to the other side. All right, let's go ahead and tighten these up. So these are 14 millimeters, so you'll need a wrench and then a socket. Pretty self-explanatory though. So I actually ran into a couple of issues on the other side, but it was all because of my fault. But since I already preset this one and I know what I'm doing now, this side should go a lot faster. Yeah.
Vivian drank her first bottle, her full bottle.
What?
Yeah, she just finished it.
Dang. That's awesome. Was Haley feeding it to her? All right, just like last time, you put this bottom hat piece on first before you throw it in the car. So. Oh, I almost forgot to throw in the new control arm, so I'll do that real quick. Yeah, so I ended up getting this one in there somehow, but no matter how good I line up this side, I can't get the bolt in there. Like, I've been messing with it for like 20 minutes. Well, we're back. I had to take a little break there, and this thing was a PETA to get in. See, it doesn't, everything's tweaked on it, but I'm gonna send it anyway because I want to be done with this.
There's some fancy pieces they sold you, huh?
I know.
They gave you. So is this like a pretty sweet suspension system?
Yeah.
I mean, so what did you have before?
Just those.
Did you cut those?
Yeah.
Okay, so they weren't designed to be cut. So these are
No.
designed to be. And then can you change the stiffness and stuff of them? It looks like there's some adjustment in it.
Yeah, so there's like dampening, and then I
okay.
can raise and lower it.
So you can play around with it.
Yeah, whatever my liking is.
Okay.
So it's kind of cool because you can adjust the dampening and then also the rebound. So when it comes back up, which is this.
So it'll give you like a slowed rebound?
Yeah.
Really?
If that's what you want. Yeah.
Really?
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's trippy how they've come so far on this stuff. Like even these snowmobiles, they got all these adjustments and that we never had back. You know, years ago it was just freaking whatever it was, is what it was. Now there's all these adjustments.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Well, there we have it. The Aldan American coilover setup for 2003 to 2011. And then I ended up doing a new upper control arm as well. So I did adjust them almost all the way down because I like to drive low. So we'll see how low it is once I get the wheels on here. Yeah, just gotten everything buttoned up here. I'll come over here. There's my other crappy stuff, and there's the other side. Looks so much better than having that cut spring crap in here. But yeah, next step is to get the wheels on, drop it back down, and go test them out. I'll probably make a separate video for the rear shocks because it's getting late already, but I still have to put some of the rear shocks on there, and maybe I'll make a review video of what I think of them. Just for the front, not the rears, because I don't have them on yet. But yeah, maybe I'll just do a quick review or drive it for the rest of the night. Do a review on how I feel about these shocks or these coilovers, and then throw the shocks on tomorrow or something. Super excited about getting these on here and testing them out. So this car is daily driven, so we'll see how that goes. But I think they'll do all right. Just want to say once again, huge shout out to Aldan American for hooking a guy up and sending me their latest coilover for 2003 to 2011 Panther platform. They say Crown Victoria, but Lincoln Town Car, Grand Marquis, Mercury Marauder, they're all the same. So if you wanted to run this on a town car or something, it'd be the same process or whatnot. Can't thank them enough for sending me some coilovers. I'm excited to drive around with them on. Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna ride so much better without those cut springs on there. And then since they don't offer a rear coilover setup, I'm actually gonna buy the UPR 05 to 14 Mustang rear coilover perch or adjustable coilover. Run around like $200 or something, just so I have front and rear coilovers and get rid of that soft rear Mustang spring I have in there. Should be pretty dialed in by the time I'm done with it. And then I want to do the bigger front and rear sway bars, rear control arms, and then I want to do a aftermarket Watts link with the APR stud. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. Slowly but surely getting this car to where I want it. Actually, hopefully I'll have a video coming up here soon about the fender flares. The company I got them from actually reached out to me and they want to help me out to redo them. So once I get the new flares on, I'm going to start the process of molding them into the body, and then hopefully get a beater or something for the winter so I can work on it. But so yeah, huge shout out to Aldan American. Go check out, if you guys want them, you can go check out, I'll put the link in the description below. But if you use my code WIDE06VIC, you'll get 10% off on your order. And just something to help you guys out, and since they helped me out. Again, huge thank you to Aldan American for sending me their coilover setup to test out. Please check them out. Go order your set if you want. I know there's other options out there, but so far, I went for a drive tonight actually, and such a big improvement over the, obviously because I got cut springs, but car feels so much more planted now. Just so much better to drive now. So that's it. I'll catch you guys on the next one.